We're kicking off our 35th season here at Village Park in Elm Grove, and we'll learn a little bit about this place later in the show. In just a few minutes, Jeff Kelm looks at the plight of honeybees and other pollinators with the Wisconsin Honey Producers Association President, Kent Pegorsh. Then Elizabeth Kramer takes the Washington Island Ferry to visit Fragrant Isle Lavender Farm. But first, I'll take you fishing on Lake Michigan with Captain Mark Sebeski and former outdoor TV host Randy Gooden. I'm Dan Small, and it's time once again for Outdoor Wisconsin.
Summer to fall, winter to spring, from Green Bay to where the St. Croix sings, from Kettle Moraine to Superior Shore. Outdoor Wisconsin, outdoor Wisconsin.
There are no salmon in the pond here in Elm Grove's Village Park, but Lake Michigan is well stocked with them. And last spring, Mark LaBarbera and I joined former TV host Randy Gooden and Nick Bites for an outing on the Big Pond aboard the Waverly II with Captains Mark Sebeski and Tony Melk of Maritime Charters. We're going out on Lake Michigan today with Maritime Charters. We're going out of Milwaukee with Captains Mark Sebeski and Tony Melk, and we're aboard the Waverly II. So how's the fishing been?
The fishing's been real consistent. We're catching coho salmon along with some king salmon and some steelhead or rainbow trout mixed in. So we're going to set for kings first and then troll through those and then troll to where the cohos are, and hopefully we'll catch some of both. We've been starting to fish in 100 or 125 feet of water. That's where the kings are. We'll fish down 50 to 100 feet for those. And then the cohos and the steelhead are all in the top 10 because the water's cool this time of the year. So we'll put a number of boards out, 4 out on each side, some dipsy divers out on the sides. And that's where our cohos and our steelhead will come, and our kings will come down below them.
I'll find some surface already.
Yep.
Get
Keep
her
watching,
ready.
boys. They come in more than ones. Okay, keep on reeling, just lift up nice and easy. We got him. Actually, it's a steelhead.
There you go.
All right, Randy, first fish is in.
Where do we get the other one here?
That's a coho salmon. Well, this is a coho salmon. That was our second fish we just caught. You can tell it's a coho because it's got a gray mouth and no spots on the tail. This is a steelhead or a rainbow trout. He has a white mouth and he has spots on his tail. Both excellent eating fish. And we just got started, so we're gonna put these away, reset, and get some more.
Well, our special guest today is Randy Gooden. It was his idea to do this charter. And Randy is a pioneer in outdoor television back in Milwaukee in the early days. When did you get started?
Started in '79.
Wow.
And went until about '85, so did about 50-some shows.
And
when there was nobody on.
Yeah, you actually got things started here. What was it like starting television in those days, outdoor television?
Well, because there wasn't anybody to, the only other show that was on at the time anywhere was The American Sportsman on ABC. And that was really big league. And so you had to envision what you were going to do and a time frame that you were going to be out there. And so when I'm doing pheasant hunting shows and duck hunting shows and all this kind of stuff, you had to really envision how you're going to run this whole thing and just be not only the host of the show, but the director and everything, because everybody was just doing what you were telling them to do. And there weren't video cameras. We were shooting 16mm film in the beginning. It got into video as the years started going into the 80s, but the very first show was just a 16mm show.
And when you were winding down, that's when Milwaukee PBS talked to you about a show called Outdoor Wisconsin.
Yeah, right. And so they come up with the idea, and they're looking for a host and I knew you existed too, and they were talking to me about it. But you know, at that point in time, I had done a number of years of shows, and now some of these other shows were all starting to come on the air now, which is what my ultimate objective was. I just wanted to have hunting and fishing on television.